And tonight, the long, difficult road to recovery in the aftermath of Hurricane Ida as folks in Louisiana try to pick up the pieces. Their recovery especially difficult given the widespread power outages and lack of supplies.
We certainly feel for them because we've been there before. And tonight we have team coverage with conditions on the ground and how evacuees are finding help in Houston. First up tonight, David Gonzalez live in New Orleans. David?
Hey, today was a hot one here in New Orleans. At its peak, it felt like 108 degrees. But tonight, the city sits in darkness, and that is because I'm on Canal Street. And as you can see, the skyline is dark. People here are getting restless because there's still no power, and they're waiting for supplies to arrive. The line of parked cars stretched for as far as you could see. People anxiously waiting for gas to arrive at a New Orleans gas station Tuesday night.
Right now, it's just kind of getting out of Dodge right now, like leaving New Orleans and heading to somewhere where there's more supplies, more things like that. I'm trying to get to Galveston. So
most of the city remains without power, and supplies are running low 2 days after Hurricane Ida hit. Folks say the aftermath is just as bad, if not worse, than the actual storm.
This man said he's been waiting for like 7 hours.
Have you, sir? Yeah? Well,
yes.
I think for you, just what are you looking for? What's the necessity right now, 2 days
I
after?
need gas, ice. We don't have any ice, water.
Some groups like Southern Solidarity are on the ground giving to the less fortunate since Ida has shut down most of the resources they depend on.
When crises like this happens, the places where they're normally getting meals and water and hygiene items and can use facilities are all shut down. And they also don't have access as easily to information about what's going on.
Those fortunate enough to ride out the storm at home say being without power the first night was a huge inconvenience.
It was unbelievably uncomfortable. It really was. I mean, you just are dripping.
They say part of the problem is not knowing when the power is going to come back on. But there's thousands of linemen out here working around the clock to make sure that happens sooner than later.
A city this size, it's hard for me to imagine that it could be paralyzed for more than 2 weeks.
Entergy has reportedly told some city officials that electricity could return to some people in the state as early as tomorrow, but that power is going to be reserved for critical infrastructure like hospitals. Governor John Bel Edwards says that they expect some people in the state could be without power for up to 30 days. Glenn?
Yeah, David, so many people dealing with so many issues there. Thank you. Tonight on Canal Street in New Orleans.
Let's take you on a tour of some of the areas with the most damage. These before and after photos of Golden Meadow, south of New Orleans, courtesy of NOAA. You can see on the left where homes used to be, and on the right where they no longer exist. And check out this building in Laplace. You can see where the wind literally peeled away the roof. Several homes in that neighborhood were destroyed as well. And let's take you even further south for these new images from Grand Isle. It was inundated with storm surge and endured punishing winds. You can see home after home either seriously damaged or level.
And Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards getting a bird's eye view of the damage during a flyover today. This is a look at Houma, where scattered debris is everywhere, and the governor warning evacuees to stay away.
Schools are not open, the businesses are not open, the hospitals are slammed. There's not water in your home, and there's not going to be electricity.
Let's go west of New Orleans to Kenner in Jefferson Parish. Marcelino Benito getting a closer look at the damage there. Marcelino?
Guys, the town of Kenner was 12 miles closer to Hurricane Ida's eye wall than the city of New Orleans. And those 12 miles, well, they made a difference. I want to show you the damage here. The wind so strong, it really blew off this metal power pole right off the concrete, right down to the ground. Folks here in Kenner say they didn't ride out this storm. They prayed it out. Right off I-10 in Kenner.
You can hear like a train in your house.
The sounds of Ida still ringing in ears across the city.
Oh, it sounds terrible.
But the sounds were only the beginning for ladies like Grace McGee.
I don't know if it was shaking or not, but I was shaking.
Power poles and lines snapped like twigs. This one missing where Grace slept by mere feet. She's one of the lucky ones in Kenner. 2 blocks over, trees mangled with lines strewn across porches and rooftops.
You can hear that wind out there just blowing and whipping stuff out. I looked out the window, I saw all the people's roof coming off the house.
Roof after roof will need repair. An aerial view reveals the long road ahead for too many to count.
Sad because, you know, we work hard to keep everything that we have, and then In a second, we have nothing.
Sasia Salaya showed us what's left, and it's not much. Ida caved in her roof, soaking a lifetime of memories.
No food, no clothes, nothing.
Now in Kenner, the focus turns to cleanup, rebuilding, and starting over. It's only day 2 of many long days ahead.
The whole city is bad, so no water, no energy. Oh, but thanks God we're alive.
Folks here in Kenner have been asked to prepare to be without power for up to 3 weeks. Folks we talked to here say they hope the lights turn on far sooner than that. We're reporting in Kenner tonight. I'm Marcelino Benito, KHOU 11 News.
They said they prayed it out. We'll continue to pray for them. Marcelino, thank you. A lot of people left their homes in a hurry, and they don't know if they have anything to return to. So their needs are great as they seek refuge in Houston. Janelle Bluda is showing us where some of them can turn.
It's the same nightmare.
We cannot go home. The mayor said, do not come home until she said so. What could we do?
For so many people.
We have nowhere else to go. So I guess we're on the street now.
Homeless, hopeless.
Like Katrina all over again.
And looking for help.
Any help that you can receive is good.
The need right now is so huge. Just today, Catholic Charities announced they were offering $200 to evacuees, but had such an overwhelming turnout, they were forced to cut back the payments. Now they're offering $50. You must apply online and applicants will be selected at random. If you're looking for food or shelter, the Red Cross has partnered with the National Association of Christian Churches to open their shelter at 16605 Air Center Boulevard. It can hold up to 500 people, offering them hot food, a bed, and shower. They have room and will stay open as long as needed. Lakewood Church also has room at their temporary shelter. So far, they've taken in more than 90 people and have given food and water to more than 1,000 evacuees. They'll also stay open as long as needed. Gallery Furniture is no longer offering its stores an overnight shelter, but you can go there as a place to cool off from the heat and grab something to eat.
Water, snacks, chips, ice cream, you name it. We got a full restaurant back there.
And finally, there's FEMA. You can call them or go online. They may be able to offer anything from financial help to temporary lodging and home repairs.
We know this is a lot of information that we just threw at you all at once. So when you get a second, we will have all of it posted on our website, khou.com. Back to you.
We'll pick it up from here. Thank you, Janelle. And whenever there is a desperate need for help, misinformation can cause false hope. So FEMA has created a rumor control page for Hurricane Ida victims. For example, the agency says there's a false rumor going around that FEMA is paying for hotels in Louisiana. Check out FEMA's Twitter page for more false rumors and how you can apply for assistance.